time once again to slip into your camo, grab your bow, and join us out in the field for another episode of the Up North Journal, presented by PSE Archery. The Up North Journal crew is knocked and ready to rock for another exciting adventure, so let's step outside and hit the trail.
This episode is brought to you by PSE Archery,
Black Eagle Arrows,
Cabela's,
Antler Action,
Spot Shooter Archery,
Tom's Custom Turkey Calls,
Family Traditions Tree Stands,
Badass Slingshots,
and Mossy Oak.
I shoot PSE because I like one pin to 40 yards.
I shoot PSE for the perfect combination of feel and performance.
I shoot PSE because you can shoot lighter poundage and increase arrow speed.
I shoot PSE for the fastest bows on the planet. I shoot PSE because my livelihood depends on my bow.
I shoot PSE because better engineering makes a better bow.
I shoot PSE.
I shoot PSE.
I shoot PSE. I shoot PSE.
Experience PSE. Experience performance.
We know the future of hunting depends on our nation's youth. But did you know that in many states, it's illegal for you to take your son or daughter hunting until the age of 12 or even older? As a result, we have fewer young hunters, and the Families Afield program is designed to eliminate those barriers. Hunting is safe, and the safest hunters afield are young people with adult mentors. Visit our website at familiesafield.org to find out how you can bring more families afield.
Sitting here at Cabela's for this Minicast. This is the first Minicast we've done here at Cabela's. Man.
Yeah. Kind of a new way of doing a mini cast out on the road.
Yeah, we'll do a quick little spotlight this week on something I'm working on.
Yeah, you know, you've been out and about on your property up there putting out cameras.
Yeah, we got trail cams out last weekend. Finally, got everything back out. Logging project's done, so I don't have to worry about the tree that I put them on getting cut down.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You know, so
what about security of your cameras? I see a lot on Facebook and this stuff of people losing their cameras left and right, and they get a picture of a trespasser, or you get somebody that says, "Hey, anybody knows that anybody in my area, my camera's missing."
Right. You know, the only issues we've personally had, our neighbors have had people trespassing.
Did they?
Yes, that were caught on camera. The only issues that we've had that I know of at our place is hunters running dogs on bear a couple years back.
Oh, yeah.
And we lost a couple cameras because they noticed that they were on camera.
Oh, they were busted.
Yes, they took the cameras.
You know, and that's a shame. You know, and then they're supposed to be obeying the law, and that's kind of a sad thing.
Yeah. So, you know, that was actually somebody knew somebody, and the cameras were returned, no questions asked. So the cameras were recovered. But it's just...
Lucky.
Yeah, luckily. The other issue we have, and it has happened to me, is putting a camera up and going back and said camera is not on the tree, and you find it on the ground like maybe 10, 15 feet away where a bear has knocked it off the tree. So,
ooh, a bear not liking you taking his picture, huh?
Yeah, so, you know, I've opted for some security boxes.
Okay.
This year. I've got 4 of them, and I brought one up today with me because I wanted to get it fit for cables.
What kind of cable did you get?
I got the Master Lock Python cable.
Okay.
I think they're $20 a piece, roughly.
So now okay. So the lockbox itself is a steel lockbox that you're going to be putting on the tree.
Yeah, it's a steel 2-piece box. Obviously, you guys can't see it on the Minicast, but it slides up and out, lifts out. You set your camera inside, and you put it back together, and you run the cable through. The 2 pieces together have little tabs that have holes in them.
Okay.
So you run them through there, and that way it can't be lifted out of the cradle.
Now, is there a preference why you went with the Python cable as opposed to?
It's the only one that fits this.
The only one that'll fit that.
Yeah, it's a Browning security box.
Okay.
And Browning says that they said the Python cable, Master Lock Python cable, was compatible with this security box.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, well, they're telling me which one that they recommend. That's what I'm going to go look for.
Go look and find it.
Yeah.
And they just happened to have it at Cabela's.
Yeah, they did. Yep, they had a bunch of them on the shelf.
You know what? And was there any specifics when you were picking out? Because you got more than one cable.
Yeah, I got 4. You know, and really the reason for doing this Minicast today is about this specific point when you're looking for cables to put on your cameras. and it doesn't matter what brand, but look to see if you can find the key code on the lock or on the key, or if it's on a tag. A lot of times it'll say key number.
Yep.
And you look for those numbers and you try to match them. I needed 4, and I was lucky enough to find 4 cables that were keyed the same.
So that way, technically, all you need is one key, and you're going to be able to open up 4 locks.
Yeah, I've got 8 keys now. 8 keys of the same key that'll open the 4 locks.
You know, and that's a good thing, because if you went with 4 different ones and you'd have 4 different keys, and which key you'd be sitting there, trying to figure out which key fit which lock.
Well, or if you happen to lose your keys.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Which one did you lose?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but no, that's a good tip when you're looking for multiples.
Yep. See if you can get them keyed. You know what? And next time I go back, chances are I'm not going to be able to find 4 keyed the same. So the next time I'll find another group that I can get keyed the same.
And limit your number of keys.
Exactly. Color code them. You know, like put a little colored dot, whether it be green, yellow, black, blue, orange, pink,
a little Sharpie.
Yeah, a little Sharpie. Mark the box that you're or the lock.
Yep.
That you're got that number to, and then mark your key. Put a little paint of that same color on the key.
Absolutely, and that's another good tip is when you're dealing with multiples, to save confusion in time.
Yeah, because a lot of times you're checking these things on your way to the stand when you're actually hunting. I read an article where a guy, that's the only time he checks his cameras is when he's out hunting to see, and he'll check them on the way to see if he needs to kind of hunt that area. I don't know that I agree with wholeheartedly with that philosophy, but I got to imagine he's in a hurry. He's looking at cards. He's probably got his device of what he looks at them on.
He looks and sees if it's in the area and whether to stay or not.
Yeah, so
that's an interesting way to look at pictures.
And I got to imagine if you got a bunch of boxes that are locked and you're trying to flip through a bunch of keys, that's going to take time.
You know what?
And noise.
Well, I was just about to say, because you're dealing with metal parts here, and I heard you unbuckle them together, and it was pretty loud.
It is. Yeah, that's why I say I don't fully agree with that philosophy, but that's the way he does it. And, and everybody's got their own philosophy of the way they do things. So, but color coding it, that might be another little quick tip to help you out when you're out in the field and you're in a hurry.
That's a great tip.
So
you'll have to take some pictures of when you get them locked up, so we can make sure the bear doesn't take them.
Yeah, I don't want the bear taking them, knocking them off. Last time I found mine right next to the creek, it almost made the water.
He almost dunked it for you.
Yeah, so. But, just some quick tips on trail cams. Anything else?
No, a little quick tip on security cameras, keeping them to the tree.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget, another quick way to manage your trail cam photos, DeerLab, deerlab.com, DeerLab.com. Check them out. I'm running it this year. I love it. It's a great way to get your photos taken care of, manage them in a quick, timely manner in no confusion.
That's awesome.
So that'll do it for this minicast. This episode was brought to you by PSE Archery,
Black Eagle Arrows,
Cabela's,
Antler Action,
Spot Shooter Archery,
Tom's Custom Turkey Calls,
Family Traditions Tree Stands,
Badass Slingshots,
and Mossy Oak.
Thanks for listening, and join us again here next week. Until then, remember, as we always like to say, if you're out on the water or in the woods, shoot straight and be safe. Until next week on the Up North Journal.